What's going on, collectors? Welcome into Ross Loves Cards. Today, I am going to talk to you about a mail day failure I had. The story starts yesterday. I got a little slip in the mail yesterday. Sorry we missed you while you was out. You owe us $3.77 before you can pick up a package. Now, I didn't know which package it was for. I told my wife, I said, hey, it's probably a card. I said, see if you can pay it online so they'll deliver it tomorrow. Well, they wouldn't accept paying online. I don't know if something's with their system. But anyways, that didn't work. She said, well, I'll go down. And I said, no, you're busy. Let me just go down tomorrow morning. We'll see what I can do. So I woke up early this morning, drank me some coffee as I watched a Fine Card Collectors mail day video. And then dropped the boy off at school, came back to the house, drank some more coffee, then went back to the post office. They was doing construction. Actually, I don't even know. They had half the parking spots blocked on the road. Our city did. I don't know what that's for. And so there's like only 3 or 4 parking spots at the post office in front of it. So I tried getting in there. There was a spot, but couldn't get in. Anyways, after doing a couple of laps, I decided, well, I'm just going to park in the back. And they have a handicap spot parking in the back. In case you didn't know, I'm on a cane, have been past 6 months with CRPS. I'm on cane or off of it or crutches. Sometimes I can walk fine. But anyways, so I get there. I hobble up around the corner and go in the front door. Have to wait, so I go in there and I give him my ID. I pay the amount, thank him. The guy's super nice. And I go get in my car with my package. And I'm thinking, it's kind of thick. Maybe what could this be? Thinking of some different bigger cards that I may have been having coming in the mail. Bigger cards for me, anyways. I thought surely that's on a slab, so. Extra $4. I'll have the wife see if the seller will do something. Well, I get home, tear into the package, cut the top of it off, and I pull out this card we got from my son, a Luther Burden rated rookie card. Now, in this card, he's got the number 87. When he was drafted, that was a number he was given. My boy was super excited about it. He's all out, going to be a Bears fan. And my parents bought him a Luther Burden t-shirt with 87 on it. So we thought we'd get him this card. Luther Burden changed to number 10 as the season started. So he's no longer 87, but we've got this rookie card, so my son, he can carry it around with his 87 Luther Burden t-shirt on. So what I was going to say about that is I believe we paid $3.23 for that Luther Burden card. And then we had to pay an extra $3.77 to get it out of Hawk with the post office. So, wasn't real happy about that. That turned into be almost a $7 card pretty quick. Anyways, today, after I get back from the mail, the post office, I check the mailbox because you got to check the mailbox 2 or 3 times a day if you're waiting on stuff from eBay or waiting on cards, we'll say. But when it's not there, I get in, sitting down, and somebody knocks at the door. Well, my dogs, they just go nuts, so I step out on the porch. It's the mail guy with, well, you seen from the thumbnail how big a stack of packages I had. And he said, yeah, I've got to collect $3.97 on this package. So I go get a 5. And I said, can I ask what the deal is? Did postage go up? Because I never had this happen before. And I said, I just got back from the post office paying off one from yesterday. And he said, it's going up all the time, it seems. But he said, I don't know. He said, some people just weigh them wrong or just put a lowest amount of shipping on there and take it to the post office. Said this wasn't done at the post office. I said, okay. And I said, well, I sure, hey, do you have to get out to come up here and check? if I'd had the money to pay you for it. And he said, well, that's all right. That's what they pay me to do. But show you what came out of that card. This is a Hakeem Olajuwon collectabook. It's a little fold-out booklet. And I've been an Hakeem Olajuwon collector for a while. And since I was a kid, and I'd never seen that before, and I just thought stuff like that was kind of cool. So, anyways, I think, you know what? Jeff did a mail day video. He'd saved up the mail to open it all together. I thought, I'm going to try a mail day video. So, I go to get my scissors. Well, I can't find my scissors. So, I go to the kids' art drawer. I get these right here. I got that and my Medford pocket knife. I figured between the two, we'll get it open. But anyways, I started into making that video, and opening envelopes with scissors like this goes about as well as you'd think it would. And it was just going bad. But I was going ahead and I was fighting through it, you know, telling good stories as I was going along, telling about each card. Then I open one package and I say, whoops, I can't show you this one. I've got a video I'm planning special. I want to just do a reveal then with it. So that didn't look real good. But I get to another card that I'm excited to show. And it says, your phone data or phone storage is full. Video stopped. And I tell you what, I thought, it's just one of them days. But, you know, it may have been one of them days, but it's still one of them days I'm getting cards in. And it's a good day. Let's face it, there's a lot more things we can complain about than video stopping halfway through, or people thinking you're simple because you can't open up an envelope with a pair of scissors. But anyways, I do want to show you this card. This card was inspired by a fine card collector. He was going through I think it's the 90s Hall of Fame Rookie Series that he did the 90s the other day. And he showed a card, a Mike Piazza. And it made me think back to when I was a kid. Now, I didn't get the card he showed. But the card I was thinking of, and I don't remember ever having this card. I may have. I do not know where it's at if I did. I thought maybe he was on the cover of this. But this, I don't know the year, 94 maybe? Yeah, we'll say 94 is what I'm thinking. 1994 or not. Early 90s, Mike Piazza. Not just any Mike Piazza. Tombstone Pizza Mike Piazza. In my mind as a kid, I remember going to the grocery store and seeing the pizza box. I told Mom, I want to try this type of pizza. And I can't remember if he was on the cover of the box or if it was wrapper, how it was done. But anyways, I wanted that pizza. Was I a big Mike Piazza fan? Well, I always kind of liked his cards because, you know, his name was one letter off from pizza. So what's not to like, you know? And being Tombstone Pizza, I just thought that was the coolest thing ever. This card was not, it was super cheap, as you're thinking, well, it should be, Ross. But I tell you what, this card is awesome to me. Just Mike Piazza on a Tombstone Pizza card. When I think about this, I can think of, come to tell you what, just now hit me, the grocery store that we was in, that we'd always go to right down from our house, it went out of business, I want to say early 2000s. It turned into the post office. And I was at the post office that the front of that store was this morning. How weird's that? But anyways, yeah, I remember going down the aisle, their freezer section aisle, and seeing the Tombstone Pizza and thinking about Mike Piazza cards. You know, and I guess things kind of come full circle. And went out of business and sat empty for 10 years, and the post office bought it out and put the post office in there. But I was just going to get on here and tell you guys, sometimes we might have some stuff go wrong in the hobby. You know, some of you may have lost a $3 card a time or two in the mail. Another story is just this past week. I was thinking back, I had a card that didn't come in the mail. And I messaged the seller and they said, well, we sent it in the mail, and they said it got delivered. I was like, okay. Well, I'm not going to get on there and leave somebody a bad review. Post office could have lost it, you know. He maybe meant to take it. Who knows what happened? It didn't show up. But I watched a video. I believe Matt Straight Race Cards, he put a video on about how patience pays off, about how he had a card show up. Then Rob Cash Cards, he had a video about being patient and had a card show up a year later. Well, my wife this past week was going through the art stack, or my kids' artwork, organizing what we keep and what we might gently throw in the trash can. And she's like, did you know there's a card in here? And sure enough, it was that card. Now, I'm really glad I didn't throw a fit with that seller and say, well, I never got it, or I didn't go down to the post office and complain. But whenever you lose a card, $3, whatever, let's just try to keep as good an attitude as we can about it. If that seller doesn't want to help me out with the postage, I've been burnt $3 before. I'm not going to quit the hobby because of a rough start to a morning. And it's not been a rough start to the day. I mean, any day that I can add a Tombstone Pizza card to my collection has been a good day. I hope y'all are having a good day and a great weekend coming up, and hope y'all will listen to the next one. Thanks.